Begin.
Hi, I'm Skylar. I'm a junior at Riverside.
Hi, I'm Belle Crum. I'm also a junior at Riverside.
I'm Kevin Langer, also a junior, the best one probably, so it's all right.
Okay.
And this is our project.
The group we came up with.
Yeah, we came up with a spirit and kind of supply store idea. And it took us a long time to get here, but we'll explain that.
So we came up with, one of our ideas was the RHS Supply stand. And what it is a magazine rack shelf that would be located in the RHS and John R. cafeterias for students to access. And what we would do with it is we would provide essential school supplies for students that may need something specific for class or something for study hall. And all items would include free ownership for the students, so there's no cost for them at all. Right now, what we have included in the shelf is mechanical and regular pencils, pens, sheets of paper, notebooks, index cards, and we plan to come up with more ideas just based on what students would like to have.
All right, and next we had another idea to kind of add more to the spirit store that we have, because we all felt like the spirit store wasn't very student friendly. Like there was a lot of great options, but we felt like they went more towards the teachers who would wear them. So we created a few designs here, and we would add more designs and slogans, colors, and students could tell us what they liked and what they wanted to see, and just add more options.
So for our journey, it originated from when we wanted to do the supply store, but then we ran into some problems. We had kind of a hard journey for this. We started off with a lot of ideas, and really they were either already existing or as juniors in high school we couldn't really obtain the funding or have the experience we needed to do them. So we landed on the spirit store or supply store, whatever you want to call it. It'd be a place where people could come and buy supplies from the Beaver Bistro, and then we kind of wanted to go in a direction where we added stuff to the spirit store, like different hats, maybe more long sleeves or more sweatshirts, things like that. Then we ran into a big problem named coronavirus, so we couldn't really work anymore on the project at school, and since our project is based out of the school, it was kind of really tough to figure out. But then the lovely Miss McIntyre helped us come up with the shelf idea. So what we did was we figured we could make these, or not make these shelves, but purchase these shelves and have people be able to come and get these pencils, pens, notebooks, whatever they need for school. And we thought we could add some, student apparel to the spirit store and just add some things that might have intrigued more people. Continuing in the future, since the shelves are quite expensive and we would need a couple of them at least, we'd have to do a fundraiser, maybe a car wash, bake sale, something we could probably do at the tailgate party for football games, or just something to raise a little bit of money so that way RHS wouldn't really have to pay for it. And we might have to do a couple of these because we would have to buy the supplies and, you know, with the designs and t-shirts and stuff for the spirit store. So, yeah. But we were thinking if this continued, we may be able to get something like a smaller version into classrooms, because when you always ask a teacher if they have pencils or pens or whatever, they're always like, nope, gave my last one away yesterday. So, maybe we could put something in classrooms for people that need some stuff. So, Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So one thing I personally learned is being an entrepreneur is not easy. You run into like a lot of problems and like a lot of ideas. Like your ideas don't always work out, and you have to like go around them and like take a different path and just figure out how to make your idea work. And it can be very frustrating, but as long as you pursue and go through and don't give up, you can get the job done.
Especially that being an entrepreneur is not easy and you need to regroup sometimes to make your product work. But I also learned that working with a group and with other people is extremely important when you want to pursue something like a product or a service. I definitely could have not have done this project and come up with this idea by myself, and having help around me from both two other people in my class and other students that we recognized for the project and teachers, it was an extreme help for completing this project.
One of the biggest lessons I've learned was problem solving. It's not that I didn't, uh, come up with problems that needed solved in the past, but this project really pushed me because we had so many good ideas that just couldn't really work out. So we had to overcome those and just come up with another idea and come up with another idea. And towards in the middle of the project, I was a little worried, but we figured it out, and we overall I think came up with a great product. But problem solving is, I think, the most important skill to have when becoming an entrepreneur or business owner. Okay, so for next year, we're planning on making a fundraiser so that way we can actually purchase these and put these most likely in the cafeteria, because that's just where most people eat, and most people go there at least once a day. So that'd be a good place for a local supply um, availability. My email is 21langerk@riversideschools.net.
My contact information is 21crumb at riversideschools.net.
And mine is 21rozga@riversideschools.net. And one last thing I want to say is I think we're all very excited to see like this project actually happen, because it's such like a helpful project for students that need it. And I just like hope that it works out next year and that we're actually able to set it up. I think it's a really cool idea.